Live on IG, live on YouTube. Get you some merchandise at Too Much Game Podcast store. Put the microphone somewhere where you can see everything. My lighting pretty decent. Hopefully it look like that on TV screens and phone screens and computer screens and all that other shit. But what's going on, Miss J21? What's going on, Nope? Let me go ahead and get this show started. What's up, Link Up Alicia? What's going on, Liquor Talk? What's going on, Just For some reason, that shit sounds distorted when the music played. What's going on, JMF Queen? And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. Just gonna bring the gunshots back for no goddamn reason at all, just cause I can. What's going on, Mama Life Plus 3? What's going on, F-Bab One Way? Today's episode, a nigga gonna talk about being weird, my nigga. Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers like just in the world who I see like trying to fucking conform to what they think other people is gonna think is cool. And like, there was a time when I was trying to think of like what I would call the fan base of this show. What's going on, my nigga Jay Christian from the Cognac Room? Like, you know how everybody got like a hive, like a motherfucking a collective, a group of people, like the Beehive, and Rihanna got the Navy, and Future got, I don't know, the fuck boys or whatever you call these motherfuckers. Like, everybody got a name for their hive. I was gonna call my hive the weirdos, not because of the negative connotation of the word weirdo, but just because, like, nigga, I honestly feel like if you a rare commodity, if you a rare type of person, it's considered to be weird. To me, weird only means rare. Oh, nigga, what's going on? Simply ball dropping. I see you up in this motherfucker, Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. You know, like, but that's the thing, my nigga. Like, when it comes to what I consider weird, I just look at weird as you're different. You different than the motherfuckers around you. So the reason that I was gonna call, my fan base, my collective, my listeners, and my supporters the weirdos is because if you a motherfucking man of integrity, you a different type of individual. If you stick to a motherfucking code, you a different type of individual. That's considered to be weird, my nigga. You're different. If you a real motherfucking 2023, you's a different motherfucker. What's going on, Dina Marie Eppinger? Like, that's the thing. So, like, on some real shit, I was just finna start saying, like, nigga, if you listen to my show, nigga, you part of the collective. You one of the weirdos, and like Jahan Williams said, like, unique, which is, of course, like, that's the beautiful good word for being different. But a lot of motherfuckers, if they see you as different, they gonna call you a fucking weirdo. What's going on, mind trigger? Like, so basically what I'm talking about in today's episode is not being afraid to be weird, my nigga. Like, be different, stand out, cause the rest of the world is trying to fit in. The rest of the world is trying to conform. Everybody else in the world is trying to like look like how everybody else look. Do what everybody else is doing. And if you a motherfucking leader, you not afraid to be weird. Trendsetters ain't afraid to be. It's a lot of shit that a lot of motherfuckers looked at as some weird shit until it caught on, and then they wanted to jump on the motherfucking bandwagon. That's the fucking thing. What's going on, my nigga John Watson, Sports for You podcast, the other motherfucking Townhouse Media Crip? As you can see, that nigga's blued up from the shoes up, and they got a blue jersey with a blue fucking shirt under it. Super crippin' on motherfucking Townhouse Media. But what you say, Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, so I'm a weirdo because I'm on your podcast faithfully. Yeah, that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Like, if you's a real motherfucker, you's a weirdo nowadays, because that's not normal. Being a real motherfucker surrounded by other motherfuckers, like, literally, because I've had this conversation with people. I remember talking to the homie and I was like, man, all these niggas is fucking weirdos, my nigga. Like, nigga, I feel like I'm just surrounded, like I'm in a world full of weird ass niggas. All these niggas weird. And then I thought about it, like, hold on. If you are the one regular motherfucker amongst a bunch of weird motherfuckers, you the fucking weirdo. What's going on, my nigga? Mother trucking BG, my little brother and shit. Like that's the fucking thing. Like nigga, when you surrounded by motherfuckers that aren't like you and they're all the same, you're the weirdo of the collective, my nigga. And again, that's not a bad thing. I don't use weirdo in no negative context. I just look at it as I'm different. Like, like Jahan said, nigga, I'm unique. Like, just being the fact that I stick to the code and a lot of motherfuckers don't. Like I have standards, my nigga. I have morals. I have character. There's just some shit that I won't do. It's some shit that you can't put a dollar amount on. And I'm not gonna do that shit. That's not no regular shit. That's a different type of fucking individual. And if you a different type of individual, you're the weirdo. So if you like, man, I'm a real ass nigga, and it's a room full of punk motherfuckers, you the weirdo out the group, my nigga. So even though in the context of the word weirdo, people think like, oh, this nigga weird. Like, yeah, but nigga, I'm weird in a good way. If I'm in a room full of broke ass motherfuckers and I got $100,000 in my pocket, I'm a weirdo to these niggas. Like, oh wow, that nigga pull up in that motherfucking Maybach and we all got Hondas. That nigga's weird. Like nigga, don't fucking be afraid to stand out. And even in the context of being a different type of motherfucker, like being a niche type of person. Because like we've talked about this shit in podcasting, in content creation. Like nigga, if you do a show about let's say anime or movie reviews or even like Disney movie reviews, that shit might be considered weird, especially like let's just hypothetically say like you a 29-year-old black man from the hood and you do fucking reviews on Disney movies, you might blow the fuck up off that shit. Why? Because you're different, because you stand out, because you have something that a lot of people don't have. You're unique. Don't be afraid of that. Even if motherfuckers around you, I'm like, nigga, why you doing this? Why you doing it like that? Because a lot of motherfuckers, when you're a unique individual, you gonna get pushback on. Don't allow that shit to stop you because that could be the thing that help your ass blow the fuck up. What's going on? Unreachable beauty. I see you up in here. And what you say, Noodle? I take pride in being a square, but weirdo don't sound bad. But weird don't sound bad. That's what I'm saying. My nigga, like weird is whatever. Like, nigga, I embrace that shit. Especially my nigga Noodle. Like Noodle from my hood, my nigga. Like, we grew up in the same section, nigga, in Compton. Like, nigga, every motherfucker from our section of Compton, they know like super gang banged out motherfucker. Like, nigga, Noodle was wearing crazy socks before I was, because that's a whole nother thing. What's going on? Blackjack 94, Birmingham, Alabama, up in this motherfucker. What's going on? What's that? Canada Curves? What's the deal? But like that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, no matter where you from, you shouldn't be afraid to stand out. Like Noodle stands out. Noodle wears shorts and crazy ass motherfucking socks. He been doing that shit for years. Even before I was doing it, because nigga, there was a time around like 2015, 2016, I did this shit called Socks of the Day. Everybody was like in their little sneakerhead movement and shit. And me being a sneakerhead myself, I was trying to get cracking, but at the same time, nigga, it was a lot of motherfuckers with a lot more shoes than I had. But one thing I had on them niggas, I had more socks than the motherfuckers had. What's going on, my nigga Quirk from the Cool Out Corner? So I would do this shit called Socks of the Day. So every motherfucking day, I'll post a different pair of socks. And again, when you doing something that's unique, when you're doing something that's different, when you're doing something that stands out, you gonna get pushback. Everybody not gonna be a fan of what you doing in the beginning of it. So when I did it at first, I had a couple motherfuckers laughing. Oh, what the fuck is the soccer thing? Nigga, that's some weird shit. Okay, that's some weird shit to you, but I'ma do it. A whole lot of the same motherfuckers that was talking about how weird that shit was doing socks of the day right after me. Nigga, that shit caught on and became a fucking thing. A lot of motherfuckers start doing it. Like niggas gonna hate, niggas gonna talk shit. And then once motherfuckers see the love that you get from other people, them motherfuckers is gonna imitate. Like that's the fucking thing. Like you should never be afraid to do something that's different. Like you should never be able, or you should never be afraid to jump out on something that you feel passionate about, even if other motherfuckers don't like that shit. Same with fucking podcasting. There's a lot of motherfuckers that literally think like, nigga, we on some weird shit because we podcast. And especially when motherfuckers find out like these ain't paid positions that we in. There's no checks for podcasting yet. There's niggas who make money doing it. There's motherfuckers who figured out a profit model and they're making money. But for the most part, 90% of us doing this shit is basically doing this shit for free. That could be considered weird until the checks start coming in. That's when motherfuckers want to start jumping on the motherfucking bandwagon. And that's with anything. Just like music, my nigga, like anything that you do, my nigga, anything that you passionate about, anything that you go into a field and you're trying to do that shit well, there's gonna be motherfuckers that's gonna have fucked up opinions on that shit. Like, oh nigga, you're doing that. Ain't no money in that shit. You know, it's just like all the motherfuckers who are musicians. Like I literally think about that scene in I think it was like Sister Act 2 with what you call that shit? With Lauren Hill when she was trying to sing and her mama was telling her to put your head in them books and get your head out the clouds. Like, nigga, think about how many motherfuckers wouldn't have made it in music if they would have listened to their parents and just stuck to the books. What's going on, Saba? How you doing? Like, that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Like, there's a lot of motherfuckers that's gonna try to stop you from doing something that you passionate about. It's a whole lot of stand-up comedians, musicians, actors, and all type of motherfuckers that stepped out on faith, that wasn't afraid to do something that other motherfuckers didn't deem to be popular. They didn't deem that to be the cool thing to do. And they end up being millionaires. They end up being successful. They end up living and making money off of something that they consider to be passionate because they was willing to be motherfucking weird. You know, just like it's a motherfucker Thundercat. That nigga's a musician. That nigga's dope as a motherfucker. I think he did all the beats on either To Pimp a Butterfly. No, I think that is what it is. He did a bunch of the music on To Pimp a Butterfly. This nigga is what a whole lot of motherfuckers would consider weird, my nigga. That nigga got a song called Dragon Ball Durag. That shit is like one of my favorite songs. That song is smooth as a motherfucker. And he's literally talking about a Dragon Ball Z do rag, my nigga. Like the shit that he talking about in that song is way the fuck out. But that shit is a fucking banger. And that's the thing. Like, nigga, when you're unapologetically who you are, you'll get a lot farther in anything that you do because you uninhibited by other people's bullshit. You know, that's something that I preach on this fucking show all the fucking time. Like, that's something that I live my life on. Like, I really don't give a fuck what other motherfuckers think about me. Like I really just do what the fuck I do. If you fuck with it, that's cool. But if you don't, that's cool too. That's just as cool. You know, like nigga, like literally, you know, I got a Harley. I just sold my fucking Harley too. And I sold my scooter. Crazy shit. No bikes. What's going on? Got us to a demon. But like my first motherfucking bike was a scooter. I had a motherfucking Suzuki Bergman 650, my nigga. Like, and I had got it because I went camping with my uncle and my dad. Them niggas had these scooters and shit. My uncle had this cold ass scooter. I'm like, man, I'm gonna give me one of them motherfuckers. I'm gonna take that shit back and forth to work, nigga. That bitch could get on the freeway. So I get the motherfucking scooter, dog. And niggas was clowning. I got this silver fucking Suzuki scooter, and I'm up and down the street on that bitch, getting cracking. Niggas like this nigga on a motherfucking scooter. Why you ain't just get you a Harley? Why you ain't just get a street bike? Why you ain't just, bitch? Why you don't just mind your motherfucking business, my nigga? You know, like I said, nigga, I'm getting clout. Nigga, see me on my motherfucking scooter. So I just happened to stumble upon this motherfucking group on YouTube, the Detroit Bergman gang. And these niggas got they scooters souped the fuck up. Same scooters as mine. But these niggas got sound systems, paint jobs, and all this other fly ass shit. So I'm like, nigga, I need to get my shit like that. What you say, unreachable beauty? There's leaders and there are followers. Exactly. Me personally, I'm a leader. I don't give a fuck about what motherfuckers think. 99 times out of 100, the followers are the motherfuckers that's trying to fit in with everybody. You know, but like I said, as far as like what happened with this whole little shit with the goddamn scooter, nigga, these niggas got that shit with the fly paint jobs, motherfucking beat. So that's what I do. Nigga, I go to my pops. Hey, nigga, I need my scooter done, nigga. Rip the whole scooter apart, break that motherfucker down. Get that bitch painted, nigga. I got a candy paint on the motherfucking scooter, my nigga. Pops hook up a motherfucking sound system, nigga. Now I got the same sound system you hear on these motherfucking Harleys. So now my scooter fly as a motherfucker. Now all of a sudden, every nigga that roasted me for riding on this motherfucking scooter trying to buy the goddamn scooter from me, nigga. What's going on, my nigga Baylor the Great? BTG for President podcast. Y'all niggas go check out my nigga Baylor, another LA nigga out here in this podcast game. But like, that's the fucking thing. Niggas gonna clown you for whatever the fuck you do until that shit catch, and then they gonna follow you, my nigga. That's what it is. Just like what Unreachable Beauty said about there's leaders and there's followers. Leaders are the motherfuckers that's not afraid to be exactly who the fuck they are. Nigga, when you a leader, I don't give a fuck what you say about what I'm gonna do. I'm going this way. This is where the fuck I'm going. And then the followers is the same motherfuckers that did all that clowning, and they see that where you going is somewhere that's gonna be dope. Nigga, your motherfucking ass is they gonna be following you. The same niggas, dog. That's why you shouldn't be letting punk motherfuckers stop you from doing the goddamn thing. Because 99 times out of 100, them niggas just afraid to step out on their own. What you say, Baylor? Oh, Baylor found a lot where the drinks at. Nigga, I'm drinking water like a motherfucker, nigga. So if you got you some water, nigga, go get you some water. It's Sunday. It's a work night for me. So a motherfucker be sipping water on the goddamn show. But like, that's the fucking thing. Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers out there that's literally afraid to do what you doing. Nigga, even if you a black fucking comic book collector or anime watcher, or, like you watch fucking Tom and Jerry or Underdog, you watch retro cartoons, Boomerang or some shit. Niggas gonna roast you for that shit until you figure out a way to make some money off it, until you figure out a way to do some dope ass content and get fly off that shit. That's the fucking thing, nigga. Followers are just motherfuckers who are afraid to go in their own motherfucking direction. So they wait for your motherfucking ass to go do it. Then they follow you. Same niggas that clout you will follow you no matter where you go, no matter what you do. Nigga, I'm a living testament to that shit. 90% of the motherfuckers that copy me and try to do what the fuck I do at one point tried to clown me for the shit. And what you say, better, I do what I do. I don't expect everybody to understand who I am and how I move. Exactly, my nigga. And that's why I fuck with niggas. 9 times out of 10, those are the motherfuckers who I gravitate to. Those are the motherfuckers who I end up kicking it with on a long-term basis. I don't fuck with followers. I don't fuck with motherfuckers who just do what everybody doing it because that's what everybody else doing. Because that ain't how I move. Never been, my nigga. I've always been the motherfucker that will try on some bullshit. Like my cousin Lil Mike, I tell y'all all the time, nigga. My cousin Lil Mike, that's like my accountability nigga. Because me personally, like I've said, nigga, I'm like a fashion acrobat. I've worn some crazy shit in my life. Nigga, I had a fucking sweatshirt with fucking tabloid news clippings, different fucking photorealistic pictures of oranges and all types of stupid looking shit. I thought, hey man, maybe this shit might look good. Let me try this shit out. And this nigga will roast me into fucking oblivion. Do I care? Fuck no. I listen to him, but I don't give a shit. I'm aware what I'm aware because that's just what the fuck I be doing, my nigga. It might fuck around and look good, so let me try, my nigga. I'm just acrobatic like that with certain shit. Sometimes I might make a wild ass fashion choice, and it is what it is, nigga. Sometimes the shit work. A lot of times the shit just flat out don't work, and that's just life, my nigga. You can't be afraid of the opinions of other motherfuckers, cause like I said, those same motherfuckers gonna copy you. Has Lil Mike copy me? Not in that aspect. If he roast me, he ain't finna copy that goddamn shit. But I'm just saying, nigga, there's gonna be niggas who gonna clown you no matter what. But you got to do what the fuck you got to do because, nigga, that's just what life is. Nigga, life is about bumping your motherfucking head and making mistakes. If you afraid to make motherfucking mistakes, you'll never succeed. What you say, Baylor? To be different is not to be normal. Be yourself and watch people get offended and inspired at the same time. Exactly. What's going on, my nigga? My cousin Lonnie up in this motherfucker. What's the deal, Gunlock Lonnie? But nigga, like I said, dog, you have to be willing to jump your ass out on faith, no matter what the fuck it is, my nigga, especially if that's some shit that you personally feel passionate about. Because like I said, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that's gonna feel stupid about the passion that you have, my nigga. There's a lot of things that you gon' like that your circle just not gonna fuck with. Like everybody's not gonna agree on the same things, my nigga. Everybody not gonna think the same shit look good, my nigga. Like you might literally be like, nigga, these fucking purple Jordans, these motherfuckers is fly. I love these fucking purple Jordans. These motherfuckers is clowning. So then you step out with your purple Jordans on, and here go your fucking homeboys. Man, them motherfuckers look stupid. Them dumb as hell. What the fuck you doing with some purple Jordans? Ain't that like a girl color? Man, fuck them motherfucking purple Jordans. Until y'all go to the mall and some bitches notice. And then they like, oh, damn, I like them purple Jordans. Now your homeboys in Foot Locker looking for their own fucking pair of purple Jordans. Like that's just what the fuck it is, my nigga. Like do what the fuck you do, my nigga. Because other people gonna have fucked up opinions no matter what the fuck that is. And then I just look at like all the motherfuckers who've made it just in the world. Like look at fucking Lil Uzi Vert and all the money his goofy ass is making. Like this nigga making crazy money. I'm sure this nigga from Philly. You don't know no nigga from Philly that look like motherfucking Lil Uzi Vert. You don't hear no artist out of Philly that sound like Lil Uzi Vert. Yet he's like the top motherfucking artist out of Philly because he don't sound like everybody that's around him, my nigga. Same with Drake. All the hate that Drake get, nigga, but Drake is different. That's the reason that Drake make the money that Drake make because Drake ain't afraid to be the nigga. Okay, y'all say what the fuck y'all want. Y'all don't like my shit, cool. That's all right. There's 10,000 motherfuckers hating, but it's 10 million motherfuckers buying. And what you say, Baylor, sometimes people insecurities unveil when they see your boldness. Don't explain something to someone about something that they not ready for. That's not a part of who they are. Exactly. What you say, cuzzo? You know the deal. I'm in the shop rebuilding my brands. Minus setback for major comeback Compton has. Yeah, nigga, get your shit off, nigga. You already know motherfucker gonna be busting them on the show. A lot of your homies is waiting to follow a trend. They not ready to create their own lane. Exactly. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. A lot of the motherfuckers in your friend group is waiting for you to be the one to jump out there. Cause like I said, that's what it be with me. A lot of motherfuckers literally clown me for shit that they end up turning around and copying. A lot of the niggas who first saw me hop out on that motherfucking scooter, nigga, I went straight to the hood on the scooter. Ning, 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 ning. Man, what the fuck is that, cuz? Nigga, you got a motherfucking scooter? Cuz, what the fuck is... Yeah, that shit funny, nigga, until I finish this motherfucker. Then when you see that motherfucker with the beat and the fresh paint job, all of a sudden, cuz, how much you want for the motherfucking scooter? Nah, nigga, remember you was roasting when I had this motherfucker? Remember you said get a Harley? Go get you a Harley. Nigga, don't worry about my goddamn scooter. What's going on, my nigga Ken Scott Moore? What's going on, famo? But that's the fucking thing. It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that's gonna clown what you do and then turn around and copy that shit. That's the fucking thing, my nigga. Like, nigga, don't be afraid to be that fucking weirdo. Cause nigga, weirdos are the motherfuckers that set the trend. Lil Uzi Vert, I'm sure got called a weirdo a million times. And look at what the fuck happened. Look where he's at, and look where all the niggas who probably was clowning them. Look where they at. You don't know they not. Same with a motherfucker like Juice World, nigga. Same with, even Old Town Road, Lil Nas X, my nigga. Like it's a lot of motherfuckers in the world who probably got called weirdo they whole life. Even when you look at old ass pictures of Lil Jon in high school, I'm sure he got called a weirdo. Motherfucking T-Pain, shit, nigga. A whole lot of these motherfuckers, like nigga, everybody didn't come out the pussy as the most popular motherfucker in school. 99% of the motherfuckers whose names you recognize, who you're gonna know for the rest of your life, got called a goddamn weirdo by somebody, my nigga. Success makes you a weirdo. You are the 1 fucking percent. 1% is our motherfucking multi-millionaires, dog. All them motherfuckers at some point in the world was a motherfucking weirdo to somebody, nigga. Look at Bill Gates. You think Bill Gates was like drowning in pussy going throughout high school? No, that nigga was probably called weirdo his whole motherfucking life. Along with what's that motherfucker name? Elon Musk and a host of other motherfuckers. Just like Buster ass, what's that bitch ass motherfucker name? Zuckerberg with his bitch ass. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg, my nigga. What's going on, my nigga? BRB 4701. One Hope Wine up in this motherfucker. Y'all niggas go check out One Hope Wine, my nigga. One HopeWine.com, the best Moscato in the world. He got an assortment of wines, but the Moscato, that's my shit, my nigga. And that sparkling red, that shit fire too. I fuck with all the Moscatos of One Hope Wine. Check them out. And the Fire Session podcast. That's my nigga Benji Banks, 40 BRB 4701. But like that's the fucking thing, my nigga. A lot of the motherfuckers in life who y'all know, a lot of these names who are famous, they wasn't afraid to be who they was. They wasn't afraid to go after something that they considered passionate that a lot of motherfuckers around them probably didn't think was all that cool. Probably didn't think was gonna make no money. A lot of niggas who rap, because me personally, I've been a big proponent of telling your homeboys they motherfucking asses can't rap. Nigga, go get you a goddamn job or something. Nigga, go learn how to fucking drive a truck. Nigga, go fucking learn how to do brakes. Nigga, go get a trade or something. Nigga, take your ass to junior college. Learn how to weld or some shit. What's going on, Brielle Davis, 5209? What's the deal? But at the same time, nigga, if rapping is your passion, if you feel like you could do something with that shit, man, go do that shit. Nigga, don't let my motherfucking opinion stop you. Because that's the thing. A lot of motherfuckers with negative opinions of you, they heart be in the right place. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying to shit on people who shun you. Because at the end of the day, it's a lot of motherfuckers in your family that they only want the best for you. So of course they gonna tell you to stay your ass in school. Hey man, fuck that rapping shit, nigga. You need to keep your ass in college. Nigga, you need to focus on basketball. You need to keep on doing that shit. When in your own personal mind, you feel like, my nigga, I want to be a rapper, my nigga. This is what the fuck I want to do. Like, nigga, you can't be afraid to be like, all right, I love you and I'm gonna take your opinion into account, but I gotta do what the fuck I gotta do. What's going on? My nigga maxed out for the bankroll. The ism in the motherfucking building. Like that's the thing, nigga. Whatever it is you passionate about, like you have to go and pursue whatever that passion might be. Keep something on the side, because that's like a whole nother part of the motherfucking dynamic. Like, nigga, no matter what it is, my nigga, like I have a thing that I say all the time. Have something on the side to pay for your passion until your passion could afford to pay for itself, my nigga. Like if fucking podcasting is your passion, make sure to do as much podcasting as you can. But don't quit your motherfucking job to podcast, dog. Like I know Gary V and them would take, man, just quit your fucking job. Just go 100% full fucking speed, nigga. That's the only way your ass gonna succeed. Yeah, you gonna be on motherfucking skid row, sleeping in the car, all type of fucked up, trying to quit everything that you got going on for your fucking passion, my nigga. Because just as much as that shit sound good on the motherfucking radio, nigga, it's a lot of motherfuckers that done stepped out on faith and literally ruined their goddamn life. So be careful with that goddamn shit, nigga. Keep you something on the side that's gonna keep some motherfucking bread in your pocket, my nigga. Like, don't let go of this branch all the way before you grab onto that one, cause your ass gonna fall out the goddamn tree. What you say, got us to a demon, people speak their own fears and the others. Yeah, them niggas be projecting. What you say, cuz the most really stand out because they created their own lane and identity. Real talk. Exactly. And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. When it comes to what the fuck you do, nigga, go as hard as you can at that shit. Don't let go of everything else, nigga, but just make sure that, nigga, whatever that shit is, don't let nobody's opinion stop you. Don't let nobody motherfucking opinion slow you down. Because that might literally be the thing, my nigga, like with me, nigga, like with podcasting. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from doing this shit, nigga. I'm passionate about this shit. I'm gonna keep on driving trucks until this motherfucking shit pay for itself. But I'm gonna keep on motherfucking doing this shit, nigga, because this is an income, nigga. This is some shit that I feel like it's gonna be something for me. What's going on, Heaven's World Podcast? Y'all niggas go check out the latest episode of Heaven's World Podcast that just came out, my nigga. But like that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, when it comes to me, what the fuck I do and what I'm telling y'all motherfuckers to do, don't never let another motherfucker's opinion stop you from a goddamn thing. Because these motherfuckers, they can't see as far as you, my nigga. They can't see your vision. You can't make them see that shit. Like, nigga, all you can do is do what the fuck you doing. They'll catch up in due time. Cause like I said, a lot of these motherfuckers, they got good intentions. They want to see you win. So the only reason they telling you not to do what you do is because they don't see how far it could take you. So you got to do what the fuck you got to do, and then let them motherfuckers catch up when you get to where the fuck you going. And what you say, John Watson? Unless I got 7 figures, always keep multiple outlets. Exactly. And that's my fucking thing, my nigga. Like, a nigga gotta keep that motherfucking, gotta keep your main bread coming in until your passion could be your main bread. But like I said, nigga, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers gonna tell you, stay in school, finish college, finish doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But nigga, I'm not putting rap away. I'm not putting, music away. I'm not putting this podcast away. I'm not putting all this other shit away, my nigga. This shit is gonna be here no matter what, because this is gonna be the thing that's gonna take me past them books, my nigga. This gonna take me past college. You know what's going on, Dexter Williams 615? Like Maxed Out said, my nigga, move to your own motherfucking drum roll, nigga. That's the fucking thing. What you say, BRB, nigga, find your place and ride your own wave. Exactly. What's going on? Beautiful yours 13. Like, that's the fucking thing, nigga. Like, you have to have that thing, and that's something like a lot of motherfuckers gotta find. Like me personally, like I tell niggas, like, nigga, my purpose is to talk this shit. Like, nigga, of course I can drive trucks. I'm good at that shit. So that's what I'm gonna do to make my motherfucking money. But as far as like what I'm passionate about talking this shit. So I'm gonna make sure to do as much of this motherfucking shit as possible, because I feel like this shit gonna take me where truck driving can't. Truck driving is keeping my bills paid. It's keeping my mortgage and my rent paid, and all these other things. It's paying for a whole lot of this shit. But nigga, the plan is for shit talking to surpass all that. Then when I get into real estate and all these other different forms of income that I'm trying to create, that's gonna be my life. Like, nigga, I don't want for my legacy to be truck driver, my nigga. And that's the fucking thing when it comes to you and your passion. When it comes to you and the thing that makes you stand out, my nigga, is um folding boxes at fucking FedEx. You gonna put that on your motherfucking headstone, my nigga. Like, that's gonna be your motherfucking legacy. Oh, nigga, I was the top motherfucking associate at Best Buy. That's what you want to be your motherfucking your legacy, dog. Like, nigga, even if you got a pretty good job, nigga, let's just say you work at the DMV, or you a fucking mailman or something. Those are good fucking jobs, nigga. Garbage truck driver. Those are good jobs, but is that gonna be your fucking legacy? Nah, nigga, be weird, nigga. Do the weird shit. What's going on, her souls? Her souls. This my show, man. I'm gonna have to get you on like as an official guest. Like, I don't add the lives when I'm doing my motherfucking show. But shout out her souls, man. That's the home girl. I'm gonna have to tap in on the motherfucking DM so we could do that shit official. Cause this my episode. I don't tap motherfuckers in on the episode. But like I said, nigga, when it comes to who you are and what you do, like, you have to be the motherfucker who you are. You can't be afraid to be unique. You can't be the motherfucker that think that it's cool to just fit in with everybody. Nigga, fitting in is some bullshit. Like, fitting in is fucking overrated. And I get it. Motherfuckers want to be regular. Motherfuckers want to be understood. So that's the fucking thing. It's easy to fit in with the crowd and be like everybody else but me. Personally, nigga, I rather do this shit as me, my nigga. Like, I'd rather be the motherfucker that's, the nigga that everybody you might think is weird, and that's cool, my nigga. But there's 1,000 motherfuckers that's gonna fuck with me because I stand out, because I'm not like everybody else. Like I tell motherfuckers all the time, nigga, you'll never get in the rap game sounding like Snoop Dogg. That's a big part of why I never rapped. The reason I never wanted to be a rapper is because, nigga, by the time I even caught my voice and learned how to rap, I sounded too much like Snoop Dogg. Like, ain't nobody gonna fucking sign no Snoop Dogg sounding nigga from Compton. What the kind of bullshit is that? I sound too much like somebody else, nigga. Rap dead for me, nigga. I don't want to do that shit. I don't even want to try to create a different style to not sound like this nigga. And I just never was passionate about that shit. So I never got into it. Like, that ain't my lane. And that's a whole nother thing about you being uniquely who you are. Nigga, find your lane. Find what it is that you do well. The only reason I even thought about rap, not was because I was passionate about actually doing it, but I just knew a bunch of niggas doing like fuck it. Maybe I should rap too. That's why it never worked for me because I was trying to fit in with other motherfuckers. And what you say, John Watson? I listen to 17 ESPN every day. John Ireland, the voice of the Lakers, always don't let school get in the way of your education. Exactly. Cause like I said, that's a fucking thing, nigga. When it comes to me, I don't fuck with school. Like I tell motherfuckers, cause some people get it like misconstrued when I say this shit. I'm not an educated nigga. I don't consider myself to be a stupid motherfucker, but I'm uneducated. So, like I say all the time, I be tripping when I get a DM from a nigga like, shout out my nigga Good Counsel. He was like, man, nigga, your motherfucking episode helped me go harder in this law game, nigga, to go past the bar and do my motherfucking thing in the legal shit. My nigga, I had another nigga just hit me up talking about, he going for his doctorate, and listening to the show helped that nigga go harder to get his motherfucking doctorate degree. And it's like, that's crazy for me, a nigga with, I done dropped out of junior college and DeVry. Like, nigga, education ain't my fucking thing. But just the words that I say to push forward niggas who actually going into education, that shit is big to me. Not that I'm saying it in the sense of like me being dumb, because obviously I wouldn't have this platform talking how I talk if I felt like I wasn't just as intelligent as any of these motherfucking bookworms. Like, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying in the sense of, nigga, my self-education was strong enough to inspire motherfuckers that are going into traditional education. That shit big to me. Like, nigga, that's a high fucking compliment. And I take that shit serious. And it's literally because, nigga, like, that's what this motherfucking show is about. That's what my mission is. That's what the Too Much Game podcast is literally about. Like, nigga, I'm just here to inspire motherfuckers to go as hard as they can at anything that they go into. Like, nigga, I love to see motherfuckers going far, going farther than me. Cause like I tell niggas, like, this motherfucker, like that nigga Good Counsel, nigga, that nigga's a lawyer, full-blown lawyer, legal professional. I'm pretty fucking sure financially that nigga is leaps and bounds past me, my nigga. I love that. Cause like I tell y'all, I don't have a hater bone in my body, dog. Like, I'm not the type of nigga to, you ask me where my job at, and I'm like, man, I don't want to tell this nigga, cause if he find out where I'm work, he gonna have more money than me, and I can't have that. Like I tell y'all, nigga, I hate niggas who want to be a fucking, a $50 nigga in a $20 neighborhood. Like, you rather be the top broke ass nigga than to be surrounded by richer niggas and you a rich nigga. Like, niggas would rather be a $500 nigga in a $400 neighborhood than $1 million nigga in $1,005,000 fucking neighborhood. That's stupid, my nigga. But that's a whole lot of niggas fucking problem. The reason you'll never go far is because you're trying to be above the other buster ass niggas that's below you. Like, you just so happy to have 2 cents over lunch money. You just so fucking happy to have $3 more than these other niggas. So instead of giving these niggas the game that it take to go up and go ahead and possibly turn around and help your stupid ass get ahead, you rather keep them niggas down. And that's why your punk ass can't get up. Like, I hate that fucking mentality, my nigga. And that's rampant in the fucking black community. And again, this ain't the shit on black people, because this shit goes across the board. This shit has been in white history all over the world. So we ain't just doing it as far as the shit on blacks. I'm only saying it because black people is my audience and that's who I care about. Like, I hate that we have that. Like, I hate that it's niggas out here trying to keep other niggas fucked up so they can be the top nigga in the fucking ghetto. Like, nigga, we could all fucking succeed if motherfuckers would get it in their head to help each other out. Cause, nigga, just like you reach back to help him, somebody will reach back and help your goofy ass. But as long as you keep that I can't have nobody above me mentality, you'll never get ahead of where the fuck you at. What's going on, my nigga Cloud9 Black? And like, that's the fucking thing, nigga. Like I said, nigga, the reason that I fucking give all the information that I get, Like I don't hold shit back on this show. The reason it's called Too Much Game is literally because one of my homeboys listened to some shit that I was saying on the podcast and was like, "You giving too much motherfucking game away, my nigga." Like, yeah, I don't hold nothing back. There's nothing that I know that I won't tell motherfuckers because I'd love to see a motherfucker take some information and go farther than I could have took the shit, nigga. That's cool. I'm just happy with the fact that I helped your ass get there. Nigga, you might have needed to hear that from me so you can get where the fuck you was going because it wasn't meant for me to get there. The information was gonna be the information. You was gonna get that shit whether you got it from me or got it from somewhere else. So I'm glad that I'm the motherfucker that you got it from. That's cool with me. Why? Because I'm gonna succeed any motherfucking way. That's the fucking thing. That's where niggas' mind is fucked up at. It's so many motherfuckers thinking that because you succeeded, somehow they failed. Like, nigga, because I got $1 million, but you got 5 million, that makes me a fucking failure. No, nigga, that makes me a millionaire. You got five, but I got my million. That's all the fuck that matter to me, my nigga. Like I said, nigga, like I don't get frustrated when I'm parked at the fucking light and the brand new Benz parked next to my old Benz. That shit don't do nothing but inspire me. I'm like, nigga, I need that motherfucker. That's all I be thinking when I'm sitting there. I don't be sitting there with the bitch nigga mindset of that nigga probably a scammer. That nigga probably stole some shit. That nigga probably a bank robber. That nigga, all I'm thinking is I need to get me one, my nigga. That's my motherfucking mentality. That's the reason I be like, I gotta go harder in this content shit. I gotta go harder at trying to figure out how to make smart investments. Like I gotta figure out what that nigga did that I ain't doing. That's what it is with me. I give as much motherfucking information as I can to help anybody behind me get ahead because at some point, the hopes that I have with the belief in karma that I have, as long as I keep sowing these seeds to help motherfuckers move forward, there's gonna be somebody that's gonna sow those same seeds into me to help me move forward. That's what it is with me. Like I literally believe, nigga, you get out of the fucking universe what you put in it. That's the reason that I'm trying to put out as much of this motherfucking shit as I can. So hopefully there's gonna be a motherfucker who's gonna shoot me some type of game that's gonna help me get cracking. And again, like I said, I'm gonna be doing this shit forever. So the farther I go, the farther that the motherfuckers who follow me can go. That's what the fuck my mission is, my nigga, to help the niggas along the journey that fuck with me move forward with me, my nigga. Cause I tell y'all, like, I don't kick it with no whole bunch of niggas. Like, I don't kick it with no whole bunch of motherfucking nobody. Nigga, I'm cool with kicking it with my kids, my mom, my close family members, and a couple of niggas who I consider to be my motherfucking friends. But the thing about those people that are in my inner circle, there's nothing that I'm holding back from these niggas. Nigga, I'm giving these niggas as much motherfucking information as I get. Because if you close to me, I want to see you moving just as fast as me. I don't want to be the top nigga in my circle, nigga. What the fuck? That's not helping me, my nigga. Being a big fish in a small pond does not help no motherfucking body, my nigga. And that's the fucking thing. Like a lot of motherfuckers, you don't want to outgrow the small fish bowl you in because you afraid to be the small fish. Me personally, I don't give a fuck because it's more food in the bigger tank, my nigga. All that means when I get in that bigger tank is there's more opportunities for me to eat. There's more opportunities for me to fucking grow, nigga. I don't want to stay in this small ass area with you little niggas. Like I tell motherfuckers all the time, like I don't get off on other podcasters saying, "Oh man, Uncle Dolemite, you the best. Oh nigga, you're this, you're that, you're the greatest." Whoopty whoopty whoop. And then I'm looking at Joe Budden and them niggas making millions of dollars. I'm looking at motherfucking Wallow and Gilly making millions of dollars. Y'all niggas over here telling me how dope I am, and I'm looking at these other niggas like, nigga, I'm trying to get in where them motherfuckers at. Yeah, this shit cool being a top nigga amongst the niggas down here. But how the fuck do we all get up there with them motherfuckers? And again, it's not that I want to leave these niggas. I want all of us to go to that shit. Because like I say all the time, content wise, them niggas ain't no better than us. Like all the niggas who I fuck with in this content shit, nigga, we just as good as any motherfucking body. Nigga, I'll put up motherfucking King John's podcast next to any motherfucking thing. I'll put Too Much Game, Cat versus Dog, Sports for You, any of these motherfuckers. I'll put any of these motherfucking podcasts up next to the Read, $1 million worth of game, the Joe Budden podcast, Drink Champs, and all that other shit. I'll put all this shit that we got next to all they shit. They shit not no better. They shit just marketed different. They just attached to a bigger machine than we attached to. But content wise, them niggas not motherfucking beating us. And again, I want all the niggas who I fuck with to reach those same levels. Even if those niggas reach the motherfuckers before I get to it. You know, like I said, like nigga, I'm cool with Geechee Gotti. Nigga, I've known Geechee Gotti for fucking years. Nigga, I had a podcast before him. His podcast is doing far better than mine now. That nigga got clout. He cracking in the rap game. Nigga, he's booming. That shit don't make me mad. That shit inspires me. That shit is like, nigga, I gotta figure out how I can catapult my shit. Nigga, that shit literally made me say, like, nigga, I gotta figure out a way to get cracking somewhere else. And then that shit will help my motherfucking podcast. You know, just like my cousin, Daniel D. Piazza. You know, he's a motivational speaker, a fucking best-selling author, and all this other shit, my nigga. That nigga podcast is cracking. And it's like, nigga, that nigga wrote a book. I need to write me a motherfucking book. Like I'm working on my shit right now, very slowly, but I'm working on it, my nigga. Because that's gonna help this shit. Am I mad that other niggas have success? Fuck no. Like literally, nigga, I hope them niggas keep succeeding because the farther they go, the higher my motherfucking inspiration goes. Cause it's like, okay, I need to catch these niggas. I gotta figure out what it is I have to do to get to where those niggas is at. No hate involved, cause nigga hate fucks you up more than it fucks up the person you hating on. That's the fucking thing. 99% of the motherfuckers you hating on, number one, probably don't even fucking know. And number two, I know for a motherfucking fact they don't give a fuck. They too busy motherfucking succeeding to think about your stupid ass fucking opinion of them. And what you say, what's that? Mommy Bilal, Joe Budden beefs and disses everyone. Maybe that's why you need some controversial topics to pull the audience. That ain't really how I fucking, move. I don't bounce around like that. Like I don't thrive on negativity. Like that's a whole nother thing when it comes to me, my brand, and how I personally do it. Because I've heard motherfuckers say that. Like I've gotten that a couple times from people who've been making money in podcasting. Like controversy sells, and that is absolutely true. But that's not my brand. Like I've said, nigga, I'd rather succeed doing my thing than succeed doing other motherfuckers' thing. Because it is what it is. That's what I'm saying about not being afraid to be weird, dog. Like there's motherfuckers making money in that lane, and that's cool for them. Like there's motherfuckers like, man, you need to talk about like more celebrity driven topics. You need to talk about shit that might get you more into the algorithm. If you mention more celebrity names, that shit'll trick the algorithm and get more people to put eyes and ears on your show. And that's cool. That's cool for who that's cool for. DJ Academics has made millions of dollars in other niggas' business, and that's cool for him. But that's not my lane. Like that's that nigga lane. That's what he does, and that's cool for him. Same with comedy. Like there's niggas who funny. Like niggas telling me, hey, Dolemite, you funny as a motherfucker, man. You need, yeah, nigga, I could be funny where I be funny at. That was the reason that I had 2 podcasts at one point. That's literally the reason that I'm looking to do another podcast. So I could get my jokes off and be funny. Is that this shit right here? No, I've told y'all. Too Much Game ain't a comedy show. Can it be funny? Yeah. Do I have funny moments? Hell yeah, because I'm a funny motherfucker. So I can easily crack jokes with the best of them. But this show ain't for that. Will I find time to get my humor off in this motherfucker? Definitely. But is this a fucking comedy show? No. Will I try to turn it into a comedy show because I think that's what's gonna get me on? No, because that's not what this shit is. This shit has a mission. This shit has a goal. This shit has structure. This shit has an aim. So I'm gonna keep going on the path that I'm on. because a whole nother part of this whole shit is you can't be afraid to fail, my nigga. Like when it comes to what you do, what you passionate about, what you got love for, what you feel is your motherfucking mission, like you can't be afraid to do what the fuck you do for free. Everything that you do, everything that you fuck with is not gonna become this overnight fucking success, my nigga. Everything that you fuck with might not even be a fucking 1 year or 2 year success. Like they say, nigga, it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. Kevin Hart was doing comedy for years before you niggas knew his goddamn name. So has Steve Harvey, Sinbad, Richard Pryor, motherfucker. It's a lot of comedians that have been doing comedy for decades before you niggas knew who they was. My nigga, like Samuel L. Jackson didn't get on in acting until he was fucking 40 years old, dog. Like that nigga, that nigga was out here moving and grooving for years before niggas found out who the fuck he was. And that's the fucking thing. Like even Rick Ross, them niggas from fucking Griselda. Like it's a lot of motherfuckers that get on in the time that they get on, but them niggas kept going. They kept doing what the fuck they had to do, whether it was working in the time or not, whether it worked instantly or not. Nigga, they just kept at that shit. And that's the thing when you doing something that you are passionate about, when you doing something that only you are doing, when you are leading, you're beating your own path, you walking to the beat of your own motherfucking drum. Like you can't be afraid to be doing that shit in times that everybody ain't catching on to what the fuck you doing. Everybody ain't fucking with your music yet. Everybody ain't seeing the motherfucking vision yet. Like you gotta keep on motherfucking stomping, my nigga. Like nigga, you gotta keep that motherfucking running back mentality. Like nigga, you gotta keep your motherfucking legs pumping. Until that shit finally crack, nigga. Until that motherfucking that gap break open and you can run through that motherfucker. Like that's the thing. Like it's not always gonna be peaches and roses, my nigga. It's not all gonna be like successes and happiness and dancing on tables and popping bottles and shit, nigga. There's gonna be some times where you gonna be sitting there like, nigga, this shit just ain't gonna work. Nobody wants to hear this shit. Nobody cares about this shit. Nobody's listening to this shit. But like you gotta keep fucking going because those gonna be the fucking times that separate you from everybody else. Your fucking persistence, your consistency at doing some motherfucking shit, my nigga. Like Heaven's World podcast said, nigga, living for money is fucking depressing. And that's the fucking thing. When you doing it and you waiting for a check to show up, that shit'll depress the fuck out your motherfucking ass. Damn, why I ain't getting paid yet? Damn, why I ain't getting paid yet? That's what's gonna fuck your ass up. That's why a lot of motherfuckers be literally doing hard drugs and shit. What's going on? Pod saved our marriage. What's going on? Linda the Empress. Got a motherfucking all-star cast popping up. What's going on? What's that? Fixing them jewels. Like that's the thing. If you sitting here thinking that nigga, because you're doing something, money just gonna fucking start raining from the goddamn sky, you gonna be fucked up. Nigga, that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, when it come to me, like I done said, nigga, my number one advice to any motherfucker in the goddamn content game. If you ain't willing to do this shit for free, stop. Stop now. Just quit. Like my nigga King Germ up in this motherfucker. I tell him all the time, nigga, I'm team quit, nigga, quit. If you afraid to do it for free, quit now, nigga. Because you might be doing it for free for the next 5 or 10 years. What's going on, lady? 10182. If you ain't doing this shit for the love or for the passion of the shit, quit. Stop. Because there's gonna be some time you're gonna be doing this shit for free. Anything that you do, if you consider yourself loving this shit, it's gonna be a period of time that you're gonna be doing that shit for free. Is there money at the end of the tunnel? Was it a possibility that you can make some money? Is it a possibility you could become a fucking millionaire? Absolutely. But there's a much bigger possibility that you could be doing this shit for free for years, my nigga. So if you're not willing to do that, just quit now, nigga. Go fucking, like I said, go draw trucks, nigga. Go get a forklift certificate. Go get a food handler card and flip hamburgers or some shit. Go work at fucking In and Out. They make good money. You need to go work at the fucking DMV. Go carry mail or learn how to fucking change brakes on cars or some shit. And what you say, Heaven's World, I love speaking my truth and getting love from it. And if someone donates, that's great. However, I love hearing how an episode changed their perspective. Exactly. And I tell y'all all the time, that's literally what I do this shit for. I love to hear a motherfucker like, man, nigga, I didn't agree at first, but you changed my mind. Or even, nigga, even though I don't agree with shit your ass said, you was saying some real shit, nigga. I like how you presented your motherfucking case, even though I don't agree with it. And I fuck with that shit. And what you say, possibilities are always endless, and the journey gonna look different for everybody. Exactly. Cause like I said, nigga, I'm not into this motherfucking shit for the money. I'm in it for the love of the game. Will there be money? Hell yeah. But if it don't come, it is what it is because I've already accomplished so much. It's already so much motherfuckers done told me. Shit that I've changed for people, and I love that shit. And what you say, Mama Bilal, Toronto used to be part of New York. I think the game moved here. Watch this summer. Nigga, Toronto was on the motherfucking move. Shout out to Toronto. That's literally one of the places on my bucket list that when it comes to my next major vacation, Toronto is where the fuck I'm headed because I love Toronto. I want to go to Toronto bad as shit. Shout out to Brownie getting all in the shot and interrupting my shit. But like that's the fucking thing, nigga, when it comes to what the fuck it is that you gonna do in anything, my nigga. Like you can't be afraid to do shit for free because you always gonna get way farther if you willing to do it because you do it, not because of other motherfuckers. Because like I said, nigga, if you allow another motherfucker's opinion to change how the fuck you move, it's gonna fuck you up every time. You'll have no control over your own life for the good or for the bad. Because a lot of what I've been talking about throughout this whole episode is literally not letting the motherfucker's negative opinion stop you. But on the other side of that token, you can't allow another motherfucker's love that they show you to have you believe in your own press. Cause a lot of times that shit'll get you lazy. That shit'll get you complacent. That shit'll put your ass in the diva category where you really gonna fuck your own self up. Cause a lot of motherfuckers go on cruise control because they let another motherfucker compliments blow they goddamn head up and it fucks you up. Because like I say all the time, I get a lot of love in this podcast game. I get a lot of motherfuckers that tell me how dope I am at this shit. But do I allow that shit to have me like, nigga, I'm Uncle Dolemite. I'm the dopest motherfucker out here. Nigga, I'm the king of this podcast shit. No, nigga, because if you live by the cheers, the bulls gonna kill you, my nigga. If I was to allow the love that they show me to have me in my own head, nigga, when I drop an episode and they don't get no numbers, nigga, that should have dropped me down into a goddamn depression. What's going on? 12 Cal, the wealthiest podcaster of us all. The motherfucker who we all working hard to be. Like, we all trying to be millionaires. Like the great 12 Cal from the 12 Cal podcast. That nigga is just immensely rich. That nigga's the Mansa Musa of this motherfucking shit. But like that's the fucking thing. Like I'll never allow these niggas compliments to get me somewhere where I don't need to be. Like I'm not saying I'm impervious to compliments because I love compliments. I love when people tell me that my show is dope. But will I allow that shit to, like stop me from grinding hard? Fuck no, nigga. I'm going hard like nobody ever says anything, my nigga. What's going on, my nigga? Rufio 700. Like that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, what the fuck I do is what I do because I do that shit. Whether niggas is cheering or booing, I'm playing hard. Nigga, I'm trying to get to the motherfucking cup every time. Nigga, I'm trying to dunk on motherfuckers, whether I'm on a home game, away game, in the gym by my goddamn self, at the park, no matter what. I'm trying to put forth the best motherfucking content I can outside of a motherfucker's opinion because nigga, there's gonna be episodes I'm gonna do and I'm gonna get 100 emojis all through. Oh, 100. That was some real shit. You was dropping jewels. Damn, nigga, you killed it. That was a hard ass episode, nigga. You was doing your shit. Live be cracking. It be all type motherfuckers in live blue checks and all that shit. Then I'm gonna have episodes. It's gonna be 2 people in here and I ain't gonna have 0 comments. Nigga, I gotta keep on motherfucking grinding, my nigga, no matter what this shit look like. Because that's the difference between motherfucking champs and chumps, my nigga. And what you say, Heaven's World, every time someone asks me how much has my podcast made, I always look at them because now you count my pockets. 9 times out of 10, if a motherfucker asks me How much my motherfucking podcast made, I always say I changed a lot of lives, and I leave it at that. What you say, Pod? Say my marriage. I bought 12 cow book, Poverty to Prosperity. Helped me out tremendously. Man, that nigga fucking 12 cow, nigga. That nigga bought this chain for me, my nigga. I was like, damn, all I did was say what's up to this nigga, and he bought me this shit, nigga. 20 racks, nigga. He just cashed it out. Shout out to 12 cow, my nigga, the richest motherfucking podcast. Nigga, he just out here blessing people. What you say, Linda the Empress? Love your shit talk. Keep it up, King. Thank you, Linda the Empress. And Linda the Empress is like one of the motherfuckers that inspires me, my nigga. Like Linda the Empress does lives. She could start a live at 2 in the motherfucking morning on a goddamn Thursday and had 20 or 30 people in that motherfucker going hard, nigga. Like Linda the Empress built a motherfucking community. Shout out to the fucking Royals. Like that's some shit that like I literally look at like, nigga, I have to figure that shit out, nigga. Linda the Empress got the Royals going up, nigga. Like, nigga, she got the motherfucking the beehive on Instagram. Like, nigga, whatever she say, nigga, Royals go that way, nigga. And the Royals is doing that shit. Like, nigga, she keep it cracking. Like, she got the lives that nigga, a lot of us like we aspire to be. You know, like I said, nigga, like we got motherfucking toxic Bible study on Sunday mornings, nigga. Rhonda's lives, nigga. Rhonda could just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go live because I'm bored. And that shit up, nigga, numbers be cracking. Everybody is in there, fucking commenting and all that shit. So nigga, them niggas is getting cracking, my nigga. And that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, the motherfuckers who I fuck with, they are inspiration to me, not competition. You know, like I fuck with Linda the Empress heavy, nigga. I don't look at her as no comp. I look at her as a fucking colleague. That's somebody who I aspire to catch when it comes to this motherfucking Instagram live shit, my nigga. She's eventually gonna step into this podcast shit, and her podcast gonna be cracking just like how the motherfucking lives on fucking Instagram be cracking. Like, nigga, I'm trying to learn this Instagram or this YouTube live so I can help her learn this YouTube live. And again, nigga, numbers gonna go up. They gonna do what the fuck they do. Nigga, if you willing to help motherfuckers, even helping motherfuckers that's gonna get past you, all that's gonna do is help you move forward. So like I said, nigga, just to put a fucking bow on all this shit, you can't be afraid to help nobody. You can't be afraid of the opinions of motherfuckers, good or bad, because at the end of the day, you got a motherfucking race you gotta run. Don't look to the left or to the right. Just run your motherfucking race and you'll get ahead, my nigga. But if you worrying about the nigga on the left getting in front of you, the nigga on the right getting in front of you, that's gonna slow your ass down. You watching this motherfucker and you mad because he in front of you, that's gonna slow you down. The only thing you should be doing as far as the nigga that's in front of you is running harder so you can catch that motherfucking ass. And that's always gonna help you run your motherfucking race. And I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, you can cash at me at Uncle Dolemite. Or get you some merchandise at Too Much Game Podcast.store. TOO Much Game Podcast.store. I got some new motherfucking t-shirts out, nigga, too fly to be petty. I gotta retool the website to make a lot of this shit easier to fucking find, but it is what it is, my nigga. I'm out here trying. What you say, Linda the Empress? I literally just put a clip of you in my last reel today. Thank you very much, Linda the Empress, because like I said, she be shining on that motherfucker. But check out the other Townhouse Media podcast, Sports for You, Sports number 4 letter U, live on Tuesdays and Fridays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube. Check out the new motherfucking podcast by Ben Ready, the super producer, Podding Around. That's also gonna be on the Townhouse Media YouTube page, youtube.com/towneHouseMedia. Support them niggas financially at patreon.com/towneHouseMedia. Follow me on social media at Uncle Dolemite on Instagram and Twitter, at Too Much Game Podcast on Instagram, Too Much Game Pod on motherfucking Twitter. I don't tweet a lot, but nigga, follow me anyway, motherfucker. Support a nigga. It's free. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notifications when I go live on YouTube. youtube.com/Too Much Game Podcast. TOO Much Game Podcast. Or just Google the shit and follow everything that you find, nigga. What you say? Thank you. I appreciate love and wish everyone success. It's enough for everyone. Exactly. The Empress, thank you very much. But yeah, nigga, y'all already know. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game. Too much game, motherfucker. Goddamn, I dropped the fucking shit too loud.